Hello, everyone, and welcome back. There's been some interesting news, a lot of drama today. For this Martin Luther King inauguration day. I guess with number 45 now being number 47, and a lot of companies are cutting bait with a lot of their DEI, ESG policies. It's not a surprise everyone's trying to curry favor with the man now, and Wizards is no exception. So today they terminated, WOTC announced they're terminating their relationship with the VML. Uh, I do not know what VML stands for. I can't find anything on that organization's website explaining what that acronym stands for. It's on Twitter somewhere, but it's buried. I can't find it. Uh, have you heard of this? I haven't heard of it. Chances are you haven't either. I've been in the Magic content creation game for a few years now, but been a Magic player and tuned in and plugged into the community for what's happening in Magic playing world for over 20 years and never heard of this organization. But so long story short, the VML is a what's the wording for it? What are the okay? The VML community of marginalized genders. Anyone self-identifying as such may join us. Are mostly based on Discord, branching out into tabletop events as well. Mission is to break down gender-based barriers participating in Magic. Share the game we made. We want for everyone to be playing and have a good time. Where we came from. Started as a group of 20 who wanted to play competitive Magic. Formed from season 3 of what? Okay, I don't know. Enjoy the support of WOTC. Incredible amount of help they've given them. Players have gone to play set championships and become established names at the highest levels. Uh, we describe the league as for women and non-binary people. However, over time, we realized that this was unnecessarily exclusive towards trans men, mass presenting non-binary people and other folks. As a result of feedback, change the language of marginalized genders we use today. We know that the wording isn't perfect. That's what talking openly about marginalization in the real life, tangible barriers that our players face. So it's a competitive organization that caters to, I guess, LGBTQ plus and marginalized gender groups. Long story short, WotC cut bait. And here is the press release from WotC. That's not quite it. That's the VMO website. And the card terminate is actually really appropriate. So sad to announce, we've been told by WotC no longer support the VMO program with either funding or invites to organize play events. Without this support, especially the invites, it is impossible for the league to continue, and there will be no more VML seasons going forward. What am I doing? I move my stuff around. Pardon me. It's kind of late. Over the past 5 years, we've radically changed competitive Magic for the better. We started the program with 26 players. Season 1, never thought it would end up having served hundreds of competitors for 1,000 people in our community. We have sent cohorts of people to set championships, regional champions, and the Pro Tour. As a result of our program, representation of people of marginalized genders at the highest levels of play is multiplied. At events, over 20 who play at Pro Tour Chicago, several team members and players have gone on to be hired to work at Wizards. Proud of the change, broader sense, Magic community is much more diverse, vibrant, inclusive than it was 5 years ago. I kind of disagree with that. When I sit down to play Magic, I don't think to myself, gee, I wonder what the gender is or identification is of the person. This person, my opponent, goes to bed with at night, shares a home with, has a family with. I don't care. Magic players do not care what goes on in your personal life. I don't care what you've looked like, what really, I kind of care about good hygiene. That's about it. I don't want to be able to smell you from across the table. But, you know, I've had trans opponents before. I've played against females. I've played Magic against a lot of people. I've never had issues with anybody's physical traits and orientation, sexual identity, orientation, gender, otherwise. Anyway, the gender balance at in-person events has improved significantly. I will say there's been a lot of females at events I've been to, but it has changed. Overall image of the game has changed for the better. I don't know about that. We don't claim to have caused all that. We are happy knowing our efforts have played a part. We want to thank all organizations that have worked with us, supported the cause. Good Luck High Five, Lodestone Coffee, NRGT, Marklight, MTG, Melee, Bop. Never heard of any of them. Many wonderful creators, personalities who have contributed. Well, from my experience, fortunately, a lot of what I'm guessing is, judging by their Twitter bios with their flags and their identification stuff in the Twitter profiles, a lot of these people are quick to block you, shut you out, ignore you, shame you if you just slightly dissent. Like, hey, I don't agree with that statement. They just totally hate you. They don't want to hear from you. So I'll say we collectively as the broader Magic playing public that is would not be qualified for the VML. We try to approach and engage on social media. We're shut out. We're ignored. That's been my experience and blocked. To everyone who's been part of the team, thank you. Without your passion, dedication, every single one is going above and beyond. Okay, awesome community. We couldn't keep the project going. We know VML is meant to. Sorry, we couldn't keep the project going. I don't know why you need wizard support to do this, but okay. We know what the VML's meant to you. Thank you so much to every person who has completed written articles, made graphs, shared their friend, otherwise been a part of this movement. It's a movement now. It's always been a safe space and home for anyone of marginalized genders. So I've seen wording around in other sources, marginalized community, marginalized groups. So I'd be like, why stop there at LGBTQ? Last I checked, indigenous communities in the continental United States are pretty marginalized. They don't even have clean drinking water. Has this group done anything to bring, Magic the Gathering events to reservations, indigenous peoples' land and territory? What about people with physical disabilities? Whole lot to make of this. So here's the VML website in case you're curious, explaining who they are. Their YouTube channel, which only has 314 subscribers, 127 videos. I have more than them. That's not a plug or a brag. I'm just saying I have more than them, and I don't have anything from WOTC. This video has 55 views. This has 26. This has 16 views, 22 views. They don't know anything about outreach, it seems, but they're gifted and blessed and sponsored by WOTC, which I don't know. Maybe that's why WOTC's cutting bait. But really, this DEI stuff has good intentions, but it's infiltrated its way into everything. They explained where they came from. You go to their website. You go to their, their competitive. You go to their rules, eligibility, marginalized gender, 13 years and older to enter. 13 to 17, you must have permission, parental permission. Basically, WOTC was backing them and funding them, from what I gather. Over the past 5 years, it's been going for 5 years, and again, I heard of them. So there's a lot to say about this. So you get slotted into a pro tour, qualifiers, and major events, but by participating in like a sub Magic league that you're in just because of your gender, when the current leagues, all the other existing structures to play Magic, are not, like, you cannot. It's not like you can't enter them if you're from a marginalized gender or a female or person identifies as a female, etc. So it seems kind of weird. Like, what do you need this for? Yeah, I'm not saying people of these genders might not be getting any kind of abuse or hard time, but it just doesn't make any sense. It just the comments on Twitter have been this guy, Hallelujah. It's kind of an asshole. No one asked for this grift. Yeah, I kind of agree. Corporations ditching the DEI after Trump wins election. It's a good one. What else we got? Sorry about this. Thought it was good to have a tournament welcoming. Okay. Makes zero sense to me. A lot of people disapprove. I don't know. I mean, just go participate in all the other tournaments that everybody else is in for a fair shot. I don't know why you're getting slotted into this. And just like some of the other comments, I like this one. Like, this guy's on the same page as me. Make sure everyone's pearl clutching over a YouTube channel with 313 subs. Where were you when they were channel making videos nobody wanted to watch? That's a great point. They had funding and support. Their own members didn't even watch it. That's a great point. What does the VML stand for? Letters for over months, but hasn't seen anything of the whole phrase. Wizards remove it absolutely makes it look like they're purposely trying to distance themselves supporting trans people. That's not true. tell that to the Pride Secret Layers, the Pride Chandra promo art print they came out with last year. Uh, I don't know. So Wizards supports this group. I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, that's it. That's that. Not a whole lot to go on here. I'll put a link in the description to their YouTube channel, the rules, the Twitter posts, and just let me know what your thoughts are. Does this affect you at all? Uh, really, I know it's controversial, given today of all days that this came down. It's not a coincidence. I won't be surprised there's more in the pipeline of, getting rid of this DEI stuff. And I feel like its time has passed. Give people a chance to really behave themselves. If you have an opponent who you're able to determine their orientation, chances are their opposition, their opponents across the table will be respectful of them. Just give people a chance. Anyway, that's it. That's that. I'll leave it there, everyone. Thanks for your time. Catch you next time.